If you guys are, at home watching this game as well, love to talk to you about the game as we progress, but I will just be broadcasting it for fun. I love broadcasting, especially baseball, broadcasting the Twins. The game should start in about 2 or so minutes. We can give you kind of the rundown of it. If this is the first time you are watching a stream like this, I kind of did say what I'll be doing. I'll be broadcasting the game. You guys can watch it at home. And I'll be broadcasting it like I would be a broadcaster. I love the Twins. I'm excited that they're on TV today. So let's get into this. I will pull up the starting lineup for the Twins, and then we can go from there. Like I said, the game is going to start in just a few minutes. So for the Twins today, it will be Garlick who is in the lineup for, I seriously think the first time this spring training. I was really surprised to see that. Jose Miranda is the DH. Solano is at second base. Kyle Farmer is at shortstop. Joey Gallo is at first base. Jeffers is the catcher. Max Kepler in right. Taylor is in center. Bechtold is at third base. And then Tyler Mahle is on the mound. I'm excited to see him today as well. We can go over to the Red Sox lineup. I don't know the Red Sox as well as I know the Twins, of course. But they are rolling with... Maybe they don't have the lineup. Here we go. Greg Allen, Tristan Casas, Adam Duvall, Christian Arroyo, Rob Refsnyder, Bobby Dalbec, Reese McGuire, Nico Goodrum, David Hamilton, and Chris Sale on the mound. Ooh, I didn't even know that. This will be exciting. This will be super cool. I'm really excited to watch this game. Like I said, I can hear the game in my headphone now, which is great, so I can pronunciate correctly and just have a good... This is going to be a problem, though, since I don't usually have this in my ear trying to talk and listen at the same time. Chris Sale... They had his stats up for 2 seconds. That's stupid. I'm so excited to see Garlick back. They're going with a righty-heavy lineup. This lineup is, again, outside of Polanco, Correa, Buxton. I think this lineup is a lineup that you will see on a day-to-day basis to some extent, right? Miranda's obviously going to be in there. Solano's probably going to get a lot of playing time. Kyle Farmer is going to get some playing time as well. Jeffers a good righty at the catcher position. Garlick can hit lefties very well. Gallo and Kepler are your only two lefties in there for the Twins. Mahle, 6-8 record last year, 4-4 or 4.4 ERA, 120 innings, struck out 126, walked 43, gave up 16 home runs last year. That's not bad. He was a Twin last year, coming over from the Reds. Again, I'm excited to see where they put him this year and how he kind of adjusts to one full, well, not a full season, but like a pretty majority of the season for the Twins. And now he's going to have that support around him with Lopez, and Joe Ryan's another year older, more experienced there. So really, really excited to see how this goes today.
At Domino's, you can get more than just...
Domino's is not a sponsor. They are a sponsor on my video because I'm watching my stream so I can make sure it looks good. But if they want to sponsor me, that'd be fantastic. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. We are underway with the first pitch from Tyler Mahle. It's in there for a strike on Allen. And the count's 0-1. Top of the first inning, no score as we are just getting started. I'm going to try to put the broadcast up at some point. The little lower bar, I should have done that, as there's a strike in there. 0-2 on Allen. Strike one, strike two on Allen. Mahle throws strikes. And with the pitch clock, he's already down to 5 seconds, 4 seconds. And now his pitch. Off speed, change up, swing and miss. Down on 3 strikes is Allen for out number 1 here in the top of the first. How come I can't see the comments on YouTube? That's weird. I don't know how to do that. I kind of rushed this stream, not going to lie, because I was eating. So, that's on me. Mahle. Casas is how you pronounce it. I said Casas earlier. That's my bad. But the first pitch from Malley is a ball high and tight, 1-0. Tristan Casas, the DH today, 380 average in spring training, 2 home runs, a couple of RBIs as well. And that 15-second pitch clock is quick. There's an inside pitch, 2-0 to Casas. Malley will throw upper 90s, can touch 94, 95. Mid-90s, I guess, is probably a better word for it. Malley looking in, using the entire 15 seconds. That's really cool. 2-0 pitch. That's a ground ball through on the right side, past the second baseman and into right field for a single. Casas was a lefty, by the way. I don't know if I said that. See, it's so hard, right? Because I don't know who's watching the stream and who's going off of my own broadcast. So I don't know if I should do this as a radio broadcast or a TV broadcast. So that's where it gets a little interesting. But here's Adam Duvall, who just signed with the Red Sox a little bit, maybe a month or two ago. He was one of the latest sightings for the Red Sox, batting under 100 with the average at .071. The righty takes high for ball one as a fastball at 93 miles an hour from Tyler Malley. Again, runner on first base, one out here, scoreless in the top of the first between the Red Sox, and the Minnesota Twins. All of a sudden, some shade came in. Makes everything a lot darker. Malley with an off-speed pitch outside, 1-1. Good take there from Duvall. Duvall's a power bat. He likes to swing. So if you can get him to chase early, I think that is what you need to do. Malley likes to go with a high fastball as well. Another guy who really liked to do that with the Twins was Bundy last year. The 1-1, a big swing and a miss by Duvall, and it's 1-2. 1 for 14 is what Duvall is hitting right now. And he just threw Molly just threw another off-speed pitch. It was high. It was not where he wanted to place that, but see if you can get him chasing. High fastball stays outside, and it runs 2-2. I don't know if this is Corey Provis that's actually doing the broadcasting or if it's Gladden. I think it is Provis. I love listening to Provis, though. Malley comes set. He'll deliver the 2-2. Duvall takes high. It's a full count. And I wonder if we'll see Casas go. I've seen a lot more stolen base attempts in spring training, especially from the Twins in spring training here than I think we've seen in previous years. Of course, that helps with the bigger bases, with the pitch clock, with the pitch over. You can only disengage from the rubber twice, as there was a pitch over to Casas there. So that's one. You can only do two, and if you do not get him on the third attempt, that is a balk. He would go to second anyway. Malley comes set, delivers the 3-2, and Duvall pops it straight up into foul territory down the right field line. Chasing it is Gallo, and it goes into the berm area down the right field line. Staying alive is Duvall, and this will be pitch number 13 coming from Malley. So a little bit of a work here in the first inning for the Twins, I believe probably future 2 or 3 pitcher, sorry. Malley's got a split change is what I'm hearing in my ear. That'll be something cool to see. Has not thrown it a ton, is what Provis just said. Another 3-2 pitch from Malley. Fastball down the pipe, and that's a strikeout on Duvall. He looked at it, just watched it go. I don't know if it fooled him or what, but yeah, he didn't move in the box. That's out number 2. Again, we're in the top of the first inning, still scoreless between the Twins and the Red Sox. I mean, that was right down Broadway. He was looking for something else, is what Provis said, or Gladden. I don't know. They switch back and forth. They kind of sound similar. Brandon Arroyo. He takes outside ball 1. That was a 93-mile-an-hour fastball that got away from Malley, and that pitch clock will start, right? Back on the rubber, 20 seconds as soon as you get the ball. This is Christian Arroyo. Did I say Brandon Arroyo? Christian Arroyo has a .318 average, 2 home runs and 7 RBIs in spring training. The 1-0 is taken outside. That was a good pitch by Malley. but it's 2-0. It was an off-speed slider-looking thing. A flying saucer, if you will. Malley will come set, deliver the 2-0, and Christian Arroyo swings, fouls it straight back, 2-1. I'm going to see if I could try to pull up that browser feature for the Twins game here at the break so that we can see the score bug. 6 seconds left on the pitch clock as Malley will come set. 2-1, just gets the pitch off. The 2-1 is outside and in the dirt. It's 3-1. The announcers are talking about how bad Boston is right now. It's kind of funny. Injuries last year, really bad in the standings in the AL East. Malley will come set. This is pitch number 18, a 3-1 count to Arroyo. That's a ground ball over to shortstop, and diving is Farmer. Can't get it. Goes into center field. Everyone will advance 90 feet. 2-out single for Christian Arroyo. Casas goes to second base. And again, this will be pitch number 19 now coming for Malley. Just out of the reach of Farmer. My dad just texted me, actually, he's watching the game too, said that Carlos Correa would have had that one. So, Rob Refsnyder, I'm pretty sure this guy was a Twin. Yeah, they just said that a little while ago. I don't remember what year that was. Maybe was it 2020? Anyway, the first pitch to Refsnyder is in there for a strike. It was a breaking ball that just dropped in. 0-1 the count. 2 on, 2 outs here. In the top of the first, no score between the Twins and the Red Sox. Tyler Malley will come set. Third base side of the rubber, now pitches. And Refsnyder fouls it off over the first base dugout. It's 0-2. Good crowd today for the Twins spring training. They draw about 6,500 every spring training game. You gotta love it. Malley will come set again from the third base side of the rubber. The 0-2 pitch fouled straight back into the screen, stays 0-2. Do it again, is what Corey Provis says. Tell you what, I'm trying to get a second announcer here, and that would be a lot more fun. But glad you're here with me to watch some Twins baseball today. Malley his 0-2 to Refsnyder. Check swing, did he go? No, he did not. A great hold up there. And that was that splitter, I believe, at 87 miles an hour, dropped below the zone. Like I said, it was a check swing by Refsnyder. It was a good check. And it's 1-2. Quick pitch now, and that's, just high. That looked good. 83-mile-an-hour slider stayed up, and we've seen that a couple times. Duvall missed a slider up in the zone at 83 miles an hour or so. But Refsnyder moves the count back even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on top of the first. There's a slider, clips the outside corner, and Refsnyder goes down on strike. So a lengthy inning for Malley, but he gets out of it. No damage done after 2 singles from the Red Sox in the top of the first. We head to the break, still scoreless. On the Clemhawks Baseball Network, just kidding. Let's try to see if we can pull up this, what's it called? Lower third graphic here so that you guys can see the game at home as well. And then I'll try to pull up the commentary or the comments. Let's go to MLB. Can I get the Twins game? Preview. This is preview. Are they not going to run the stats? There they are. No, it does not say that the scoreboard is live. That's a problem. Wonder why they would do that. This is the third meeting between the Red Sox and the Twins already in spring training. The Red Sox have beaten the Twins both times. First time it was 4-1. The second time it was 9-4. So out of their 6 losses the Twins have gotten this year, in spring training. Two of them have come from the Red Sox, and in fact, they'll play 2 more times. So, see if they can keep their winning streak going. Like I said, the Twins have not lost a game in roughly 5 or 6 days, something like that. They don't. I don't know. They played the Dominican Republic. I think they had a split squad. They might have lost one of those games, or maybe they. I don't remember exactly, but they haven't lost a game in a while. Tied a couple times, but they're doing pretty well. Chris Sale on the mound for Kyle Garlick, and Garlick swings at the first pitch, chops it to third base. The third baseman throws it over to first and retires Garlick very quickly here in the bottom half of the first. I don't know the defensive positions as well for the Red Sox, so you will have to bear with me on that. I wish they would throw up the graphic for the big screen, but yeah, they have not. So here's the Twins starter statistics their last 4 games, though. Again, this is spring training, and I don't think they've lost a game over those last 4 games. Oh, hold on. As another play, swinging at the first pitch, and that's a good play by the shortstop. I don't know who that is, but anyway, it was Dolbeck. Gets Miranda on the second pitch of the inning. That guy was in left field, throwing that ball across his body. Nice one-hop pick. Dolbeck is at first base. That's my bad. So they don't put the defensive positions up there, so my bad. 2 pitches, 2 outs, and a pitch clock violation happens for Solano, and the count will start 0-1. That's the stupidest thing ever. 0-1 count to Donovan Solano, now make it 0-2 as that pitch is in there for a strike. 3 pitches in, and the count is 0-2 after 2 outs. Tell me how that makes sense. The 0-2 pitch from Sale, and that's low, 1-2. That could have been a strike 3. 5 pitches, 3 outs, including a strikeout. That's pretty crazy. Here's the 1-2 from Sale. He works quickly, and Solano swings, lines it to left, and that drops for a hit. Solano with a hit. 2-out magic here in the bottom of the first. Again, still scoreless early in Fort Myers. They're telling me right now that Solano, Farmer, Garlick, they're all really good at hitting lefties. Here is Kyle Farmer, who takes a strike right down Broadway. 94 from that, 3/4 arm slot from Chris Sale. Farmer, the righty, stands in against the lefty Sale, and the count's 0-1. Sale will come set, staring down Solano at first, and now the pitch. Jams him inside, swinging strike on Farmer, and the count's 0-2. Yeah, that 94-mile-an-hour fastball comes from that 3/4 slot. When you can target that perfectly inside, you're going to bust some bats. Good pitch by Sale, now the 0-2. Down at the back foot, and Farmer couldn't keep it off his shoulder. Swings halfway, but goes around for strike 3. And we're done with 1 on the Clemhawks radio network. Still scoreless between the Red Sox and the Twins. Bud Grant passed away today. I'm really disappointed in Sportsnet, though, that they do not have the updated stat tracker from their website. So we cannot, the lower third does not work because it is not, the MLB Live tracker is not working. And that is really disappointing. Saturday, March 11. We are on the correct day. And I still have no idea how to actually see comments on the YouTube channel. Maybe I can do it here. Here we go. Oh, maybe there has been no messages. That's too bad. If you are here and enjoying the stream, please let me know by leaving a comment. I'd love to talk to you guys as the game goes on. Sportsnet's working now. A little late. We're headed to the second inning, bud. Well, let's see if I can pull this up, and maybe it'll catch up as we keep it going. Oh gosh, how do I do this? Properties, URL, paste. I don't know if this will work. We are back, and the broadcast missed the first pitch. Dolbach is in, and that's not working, so we're going to hide that again. The count is 1-1 somehow, but here's Melee, and Dolbach swings, rips one through the right side. It'll get all the way to the warning track. Will Dolbach try for two? Yes, he does, and he is in there safely with a double to begin the second. Again, we're on the top of the second inning, scoreless here in Fort Myers between the Twins and the Red Sox. Man, that's what happens when you're with the pitch clock. It just goes so quickly, and you miss some things. The broadcast misses some things. Reese McGuire will stand in. He's the catcher. I'll try to start to recognize these names as they come up. He's got a 308 average. Home run and a couple RBIs. Mally's first pitch. McGuire takes outside corner, but called a strike. 0-1. Let's try this. Nope, still doesn't work. McGuire takes low, 1-1. Christian Vasquez, they were just mentioning him. He was the catcher for the Red Sox last year. Now with the Twins. Counts 1-1. McGuire takes low again. 2-1. I don't understand why this is not working. Trying to get that lower third up here. Let's go back and copy this. Now we'll go back here. Here's Mally's 31st pitch in the dirt, gets away, and Dolbach will take third. The throw down is not in time. 3-1 count, but Dolbach steals third, or I guess it's on the wild pitch. Well, this should work now. Let's see if it does. There we go. But they're still in the middle of the first. They're way behind. So we'll see if that catches up, but at least you guys get an idea. So the Twins are going to play back with Dolbach on third base. Nobody out here. 3-1 is the count to McGuire. And a high fastball gets him swinging and missing. Full count. Full count to McGuire. McGuire swings, lines it into center. That drops, and the Red Sox are on the board. Fastball at 93, up at the eyes, and McGuire took it right back where it came from. Right over the head of Farmer, jumping, leaping, but did not make the catch or make a play on the ball at all. Ball goes into center field. Pretty solid hit there for McGuire. Found a gap. And it'll bring up Nico Goodrum. Nobody out here. Red Sox take an early lead, 1-0. As Goodrum swings and lifts one out to right. This one is deep. Now drifting towards center. And making the catch is Taylor. Will they tag up from first? And yes. Goodrum. I mean, it's not a sac fly, but at least gets the runner to second base. As that was really good running by McGuire. 1 out, and now a runner in scoring position for the Red Sox. I don't know why this is so far behind. Hopefully that they can get that refreshed and updated. Now David Hamilton will step in, taking the double play away by the advance from McGuire. Hamilton swings at the first pitch, fouls it off the back foot, and it's 0-1. Hamilton, a lefty, standing in against the righty, Tyler Mahle, who is now going to deliver pitch 36 in inning number 2. I've seen a lot of the Twins pitchers go about 3 innings or so in their last couple of starts. And now this one is lifted to center, and it'll drop. Hamilton will at least get one and score one as well. Now a 2-0 lead for Boston here in the second. And that just shows you how good the base run was on the deep fly ball from Nico Goodrum to allow McGuire to go to second base and obviously score on a single. Because if he was at first base, he only probably gets to second, maybe is able to advance to third. And with runners on the corners, it would still be a 1-run game. But now, with the runner in scoring position, a single obviously scored him, and it's 2-0 Boston. Looks like they're talking about a possible steal here. Second time through the lineup. Here's Greg Allen. Struck out on 3 pitches his first time up, and now takes a strike down Broadway, 0-1. So 4 straight strikes on Greg Allen. Probably not going to get 2 here. Allen's pretty quick as well, regardless of where that ball is hit. But the count is 0-1 on Allen. Hamilton is over at first base, and they already have 1 check now. Again, you get 3, but really 2. If you do not get him on the 3rd time, you will surrender the balk. That's per plate appearance. 0-1 is the count. Mahle delivers, and the runner takes off. The pitch is into center field, and Hamilton will take off towards third. There's a play on third, and the ball is not there. It doesn't even come, actually. It'll just go back into Solano at second. So a stolen base and then an error on the catcher Jeffers allows the runner to go to third, as well as that ball was outside. It was more of a pitch out, and it's a 1-1 count on Allen. That was way off the mark, that throw. So Mahle's 39th pitch now will come. Allen takes low, an 85 mile an hour. Looked like a splitter, and the count's 2-1. If Boston goes up 3-0 here, it's going to be tough for the Twins to come back. The Twins have made a lot of comebacks in recent games, all coming in about the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning. They wait to do their damage. 2-1 to Allen. Allen swings, lifts it deep down the right field line, and it will tail foul. That was hit a long way, though, and the count's 2-2. Allen, the former Cleveland Guardian. Mahle over 40 pitches. Pitch 41 is in the dirt. Good stop there by Jeffers to keep the runner Hamilton at third, but the count runs full. And honestly, this is probably Mahle's last inning. Like I said, Mahle and the rest of the Twins have been going 3-ish innings. But Mahle with struggles today to even get through 2 innings. Just lots of pitches. About halfway, or 30 minutes through the stream. That's taken low and inside. And Allen walked runners on the corners. Mahle's done. Mahle is done. Tough day for Tyler Mahle. Could not get through 2 innings of work. and they'll bring in a lefty. We'll tell you about him when they come back. So like I was saying, the pitch clock definitely speeds things up. 30 minutes. They're actually on a slower pace than normal. Take about 10 minutes per half inning on a normal pre-pitch clock scenario, I would say. 2021, 2022. 10 minutes per half inning, which would be 20 minutes per inning, 3 innings an hour. Games take 3 hours. But we are just on pace for a little about that, because I started the stream just before first pitch. I'll probably do till the third inning, or till the bottom of the third inning, and then we will call it a stream for now, and then come back tonight for Team USA versus Great Britain. Beautiful day here in South Twins territory. You gotta love it. 81 miles an hour winds. That's what it says. Feels like 88 miles per hour. Obviously that's wrong. It's 81 degrees. Feels like 88, but it's beautiful there in Florida. I don't know is this true? The Twins don't have... That's wrong, right? The Twins do not have names on the back of their white jerseys? That can't be right. Funderburk is this guy. Is that true that the Twins do not have their nameplates on the back of their home jerseys? No, that's not. This guy doesn't. That's weird. Okay. Funderburk, his first pitch to Casas is outside for ball number 1. Casas singled his first time up through the right side. So Funderburk does not have a name on the back of his jersey. It's just number 93. And now the 1-0 pitch for from Funderburk is outside again. 2-0. Now Kyle Farmer, you can see it on the broadcast, has a nameplate on the back of his jersey at shortstop, but Funderburk, number 93, who again is not going to be on the 25-man roster, is not on the 40-man roster, does not have a jersey name on the back of his 93. Fastball in there from Funderburk, though. It's 2-1. It's called a strike. The lefty facing the lefty, Casas. Again, there is a runner on first and third, 1 out, as Casas swings and hits it a mile in the air. The left fielder coming on, and that's Garlick who makes the catch. Will they test him? Garlick throws to the pitcher, or I guess to the pitching area. I don't know who that was. It looked like, I don't know who, was this Solano? Anyway, both runners stay put at the corners. So really good play by Garlick there to get the second out. Adam Duvall back in the lineup. The Twins, in their bottom half of the first, literally went down on like 3 pitches. I'll tell you about it a little more in a second, but Duvall takes inside, called a ball, and Greg Allen steals second. So the count is 1-0. 2 outs, 2 on, second and third, with the Red Sox leading 2-0. This is wrong down here, by the way. Funderburk delivers a strike at the knees, and it's 1-1. So as I was saying, is the Twins went down in order in the bottom of the first inning. Garlick was retired on 1 pitch. The next guy, Miranda, was retired on 1 pitch. Solano got a hit, and then I don't know who was fourth. Don't remember. Kyle Farmer got out, as this one's fouled down the third base line. It's 1-2 to Duvall. But yeah, it was Farmer who got out. So 4 batters have gone by in the Twins' first half. The Red Sox are already through their lineup once and now have gotten back to that 4th spot in the lineup after Duvall's at-bat here. which the count is 1-2. Duvall pops it straight up. Is it going to stay in play? No, it gets over the netting, and it's still 1-2. Duvall struck out his first time up. One and two is the count. Top of the second. 2-2 out, 2-0 lead for Boston. Funderburk delivers another 1-2, and it's fouled straight back into the screen. A good battle here for Duvall, he struck out in the first time, but did have a good at-bat in his first outing, which really got Malley's pitch count up. And now Funderburk is, he's already at pitch number 10 here, and he's only gotten one out so far. Funderburk's 1-2. Duvall takes in the dirt, and it's 2-2. Good block there by Jeffers to keep the runners at bay at second and third. Hamilton at third, Allen at second. Both have some speed. Hey, thanks, Corey. He's telling us that this is the third of 5 outings for the Red Sox-Twins rivalry. I said that earlier. Duvall fouls another one off. That's like 4 consecutive fouls there for Duvall. Great at bat here, even with the pitch clock. The Chairman's Cup is what the Twins and Red Sox play for in spring training. Twins are going to have to win all 3 of these games, though, because Boston won the first 2. 2-2, Duvall swings, jams him, and at second base it'll drop, and it gets by Solano's feet. 1 run will score, and it's an infield hit for Duvall. 3-0 Boston. That ball was jammed so far on the hands of Duvall, it fell right between the second baseman Solano and behind the pitcher's mound, and Solano overran it, couldn't scoop it, throw it to first. So Allen goes to third. Duvall is on first, runners on the corners. And it'll bring up Christian Arroyo. Arroyo takes a strike at the knees. 91 miles an hour from Funderburk, the lefty. To the righty, Arroyo, who is 1 for 1 today. I believe he had the double to lead off the second of the twin, or the, no, that was Dolbach, sorry, that was my bad. They're hyping up the Chairman's Cup. I didn't know that was even a thing, to be honest. 3-0 Boston. And now a line drive to the shortstop. Farmer makes the catch, and the inning is finally over. But the Red Sox score 3 in the top half of the second, I believe. Or maybe they scored 2 in the first. I don't know. It's 3-0. And they already have 6 hits. This should update. I don't know why this is not updated. But tough day for the Twins to start the spring training game. Again, I will probably be doing till the bottom of the 3rd inning, so this half inning and then 1 more inning, and then I will call it a day. If you are new here, please consider subscribing. You'll leave a comment. I'd love to talk to you guys down in the comments. And we can talk about the Twins. If you're watching it at home, they're on TV again today, so that's exciting. And then we should have a game recap tonight after this game, as well as another stream tonight with Team USA facing off against Great Britain. So that should be exciting as well. And we might have another commentator for that, so it's not just me and some extra dead space as we continue to watch some baseball together. That's fun. We'll see what the Twins can do here in the bottom of the second. Like I said, they went through 4 batters. The Red Sox have already gone through the lineup once and have completed 4 at-bats. So really a disadvantage for the Twins on the hitting side of things. They're really going to have to come back. And again, as spring training games usually go, you'll get 2 to 3 at-bats or roughly the 6th or so inning, 7th inning, and then there will be substitutions, so the subs will get an at-bat, And that's where the Twins have won most of their games. That's where they come back, is late in games in the 7th, 8th, and 9th innings against the relievers, more so that are not going to be on the rosters for somebody. They're just getting some spring training at-bats. So we'll see if the Twins can come back. It is 3-0 as we enter the bottom of the 2nd inning. Joey Gallo is batting in the 5th spot today. He is, I believe, the first baseman. Yes, he is. Having a great spring training so far. 385 with a home run. The 0-1 from Sale is a slider in there for a strike, and the count's 0-2. Gallo, one of the only 2 lefties in the lineup today for the Twins. Him and Max Kepler against the lefty Sale. Sale's 0-2 is in the other batter's box, and it's 1-2. They're telling us right now that Joey Gallo, 35 games at first base in 2018, played a little bit of it last year, will probably be the main first baseman, the lefty first baseman for the Twins for a while, as Gallo strikes out on a 94-mile-an-hour fastball up in the zone for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 2nd. Again, the Red Sox leading 3-0 over the Twins here in Fort Myers. But Gallo is going to be a power bat. He's going to strike out like I just had mentioned, but he's going to hit your home runs, and depending on how they shift him, right, you can't shift traditionally. You'll have to bring either the left fielder or the center fielder over to the shallow right field spot as Jeffers takes outside the first pitch to the righty. Jeffers is a ball, 1-0. But we'll see how they shift Gallo, but I do expect them to have a pretty good season. Same with Kepler, and I think that's why they've kept Kepler so far, as Jeffers kind of halfway swings at a 91-mile-an-hour, maybe a changeup, an off-speed pitch, I don't know. Maybe it was a fastball that just didn't come out of the hands right, but it's 1-1 to Jeffers. Chris Sale does like to work pretty quickly. His 1-1 to Jeffers, a high fastball, swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Here is Chris Sale's 1-2 to Jeffers. And it is fouled down the right field line. Staying alive. Chris Sale is at pitch number 17 here. I think Funderburk had 17 pitches in his .2 innings of work, as Tyler Mahle could not get through the 2nd inning. 1-2 to Jeffers, a hearty swing and a miss there on a 79-mile-an-hour drop off the table slider, and that's out number 2. And that'll bring up the other lefty in this lineup, Max Kepler. Again, like I was mentioning, the shift is banned, so I think that Kepler could have a rejuvenating kind of bounce back year. If he could stay healthy and actually get some playing time doing well, I think Kepler could get back to his 2019 form. First pitch from Sale is taken in the right-handed batter's box for Kepler, 1-0. Again, Kepler, the lefty, facing the lefty Sale. Kepler, 333 in spring training this year with 1 home run and 1 RBI. Had it on a home run a couple of games ago. Kepler swings at a fastball, fouls it off, and it's 1-1. They're telling me right now that Kepler only had about 100 at-bats last year as a lefty facing a lefty. Sale's 1-1, fouled off now towards first base dugout. It's 1-2. Chris Sale's just carving up these Twins right now. And he's really done it with 2 pitches. The slider and the fastball. Of course, the fastball, we mentioned it, the first inning, comes out of that 3/4 slot. It's different. It's weird. And if Chris Sale can stay healthy, that's always kind of been his injury the last, Achilles heel is his injury the last couple of years. He's one of the best pitchers in the game. Good challenge today for the Twins. 1-2 to Kepler. He swings and pops it straight up. Fairly deep center field. And the center fielder, I don't know who that is out there, makes the catch, and that ends the 2nd. The Twins go down 1-2-3. 3-0 Red Sox here on Twins/Clemhawks baseball. Hope you guys are having a great day. I know there's only been a couple of people in here so far, but we're having a good time streaming some Twins baseball. It's good to see the Twins back in action. Again, great competition today, facing the ace of Chris Sale. Again, if he can stay healthy, you're automatically going to win about 13 or 15 games with him next year. So the Red Sox, they were in the gutter. Hopefully can be a little bit more competitive. Obviously, the Blue Jays, the Yankees, and the Rays are all going to be contenders for the AL East. And the Orioles are better. They've got two really good rookies. I expect them to do well. At least Malley didn't have a start quite as bad as the one Dylan Cease had against the Royals. Thank you for commenting, by the way. But what game was that? Sir Wall. I'm going to try to look up this game. Was it just recently? Some of these spring training games, let me tell you what. Again, this is wrong. It is 3-0 Boston. But some of these spring training games end up like 21-0 or 23-3 or something crazy like that. So you'll have to maybe notify me about when that game was. But yeah, like even yesterday, Milwaukee beat Cleveland 12-0. That's wild. Oakland and Texas 12-11. Then KC and San Diego went 1-0. That's funny. 10-4 Philadelphia over Pittsburgh. Yeah, you'll have to let me know which game that was, but it's crazy to see the spring training game scores. It's nothing like normal. And new pitcher on the mound is what? Tyler Malley's back out there? What? I didn't know they could do that. I mean, there's no rules in spring training, I guess, but Malley's back out there, and he delivers 2 quick strikes. That's funny. Malley delivers to Ref Snyder, and he's down on 3 strikes. A good slider. A couple of days ago, don't know exactly, but Cease gave up 11 runs somehow, not even getting out of a full inning. Ouch. Yeah, Dylan Cease, it was really good last year for the White Sox, wasn't he? Malley is back out there, though. I just love that. That's funny. Let's just screw baseball rules. At pitch 46 now, and that is, was it called a ball or called a strike? That was a weak strike call on Dahlback. The count's 0-1. Dahlback had a double to lead off the second inning, I believe. And Malley delivers. Dahlback takes high 1-1. Of course, spring training doesn't mean much. There was a game with the Pirates and the Orioles that didn't even have umpires in the bottom of the ninth because they wanted to complete the game. Malley's 1-1 is a big curveball that bounces. It's 2-1. But obviously they're trying to get Malley through 3 innings, at least with the pitch count maybe. Certain situational things. Dahlback takes outside 3-1. Like I've said before, it doesn't really matter how players are performing or the record of the teams in spring training. It's all about working. 3-1, and Dahlback halfway goes. Called a strike, full count. So Malley, of course, trying to work on maybe pace, maybe fastball location. He's throwing a lot of fastballs today. Here is a 3-2 to Dahlback, and that was fouled off. 94 from Malley. Over 50 pitches now, though. Cease was very good. He was second in votes for AL Cy Young. That's right. Yeah, so definitely interesting to see. And like I was just saying, it's like it really depends on what he was working on. Now the score is finally updated. It's 3-0. Dahlback weakly taps it over to third. Bare hand and throw. Bechtold is at third base. I forgot about that, but it is not in time. Dahlback is in safely with an infield hit. So I wonder what Cease was working on, whether it was fastball location and they were just hitting it and that's all he was throwing. If it was the fastball, maybe it was all off speed. Maybe it wasn't speed, it was location, and you either miss your spots and you give up some hits, or if you're not throwing for speed, then you are not throwing your hardest and you're going to give up hits because it's just easier to swing, He was also the guy, oh yeah, that's right. I almost went to that game last year. but I did not. Here's a bunt attempt down the third base line, and with a little bit of a shift on, that'll be a hit. Infield hit. And again, I wonder what they'll do with Malley now, as McGuire is 2 for 2. Runners on first and second, one out here in a 3-0 game. Malley at 53 pitches. They took him out. The pitch count was obviously getting up higher, but what are they trying to work on with Malley? Is it situational? Is it out of the stretch? Is it out of the windup? Kind of interesting to see, especially since they put him back in. Big swing and a miss from Goodrum, and the count's 0-1. Reds robbed the Twins in the Malley trade. Who did they trade for Malley? Was that the first round lefty? Goodrum takes looks like a changeup in the dirt, and I think the count's 1-1. Yes. Nico Goodrum in his first at bat hit a deep fly ball to center field. It was caught, but that allowed McGuire, who was standing on first base, to get to second base, tag up, and then as Goodrum swings and lifts one out to left field. This one's deep. A couple of steps in front of the track is Garlick, and everyone will stay put for the second out. Goodrum has got some power. He's got some pop. But McGuire got to second, and then I don't know who actually got the hit. Was it Hamilton, maybe? Yeah, see, it was Hamilton who put one straight back up the middle, little looper, and allowed McGuire to score from second base, and he would not have scored if he did not tag up on Goodrum's deep fly ball. So this is Hamilton. Runners on first and second. Hamilton swings. It looked like a changeup. Counts 0-1. Malley at 57 pitches, but trying to work through the third inning after coming out in the second. Runners on first and second, 2 outs, 3-0 game for Boston. A 1 pitch in a very wrong spot. As Jeffers was set up on the outside part of the plate, there was a fastball that ran in, 1-1. And now there is a new guy warming up in the bullpen. He doesn't have a nameplate on the back of his jersey either. That's kind of funny. And Hamilton swings, fouls it back. It's 1-2. Man, I love how Corey Probus does that. 3-0 Red Sox, 2-on-2 out, 1-2 count for Hamilton. Just so quick. I think I've gotten good at that too. But Spencer Steer, Steve Hajar, Christian Encarnacion Strand is what we gave up. Notable both Steer and Encarnacion Strand are exactly good defensively, and their bats, if their bat skills are real. Hamilton swings, pops one up to shallow left, going back as the third baseman, Bechtold, and makes the catch to end the inning. Good job for the Twins. And Malley, who gave up a couple of runners in the first, couple of hits, stranded them. Second inning got pulled, and they scored 3 runs, but then in the third here, a couple of base runners are stranded as well. We'll head to the bottom of the third here on the Clemhawks Baseball Network. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys are enjoying the stream, though. Thanks for talking baseball with me in the comments. Spencer Steer. I was not a big Spencer Steer fan. I was a Christian Encarnacion Strand fan, though. I know I was at when was it last year? It might have been last year that he had 7 home runs in like the first 6 games or 4 games or something like that. Maybe you know better in the comments than I do, but he had a monster couple of games. It was like, I want to say it was like 5 home runs in 3 games and like 13 RBIs, I think. Something like that. It was nuts. I was a big CES fan. Spencer Steer, what draft pick was he? He was like was he a top 5 prospect for a while? Maybe top 10? I don't remember exactly there either. But I wasn't a huge fan of him. He was a shortstop too, right? Maybe I'm totally lost. We have so many shortstop prospects, though. I've talked about this in a couple of my other videos. We have like 8 shortstop prospects in the top 18. That's crazy, especially since Brooks Lee will make an appearance this year. Eventually, he was a college guy, and he's ready. Edward Julian is ready. He'll play second base. If not this year, he'll be the starting second baseman next year, I think. Because I think they'll trade Polanco. Royce Lewis is obviously going to be really good. If he can stay healthy and actually play a position that he's good at instead of center field, Carlos Correa is kind of blocking that. Lots to discuss with the Twins. But anyway, we're in the bottom of the third inning. Here's Michael A. Taylor facing Chris Sale. And Chris Sale delivers strike one. Again, he's so good from that weird arm slot. The righty, Michael A. Taylor, not known for his bat, more so for his defense, but takes an off-speed pitch in there for strike two. 0-2 on Taylor already. Again, Chris Sale at 24 pitches. I think they're ruining baseball, man. You get one timeout per at-bat, and Chris Taylor just took his. That is just stupid. I have a story about this in 1 second. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Sale. High and tight, ball one. Nobody on, nobody out. Here at a 1-2 count for Michael A. Taylor, bottom of the third, with the Red Sox leading 3-0. Chris Sale delivers his 1-2, and it bounces. That was a changeup. Haven't seen much of the changeup from Chris Sale today. A lot of slider, a lot of fastball. And the count's 2-2. We'll get to the story about Max Scherzer after this at-bat. Chris Sale shaking off some signs. And now Taylor swings, fouls it back. I'll start the story here. Max Scherzer loves the pitch clock because he can work so quickly and forces the batter to take a timeout, and then he will, continue to work at his pace. So it's just constant, right? And he's really good at it because he's a really good pitcher. 2-2 to Taylor. Take in strike three on the outside corner. That was a good pitch, and I think Taylor knew it. Only one hit so far for the Twins. It was a Solano single back in the first inning. 1-2-3 seconds, and now the first out here in the third for Chris Sale and the Red Sox. First pitch to Bechtold is a grounder to third base, and Bechtold is retired on one pitch. 27 pitches, and Sale has gotten 8 outs. That's pretty crazy. Again, Malley, who did not even complete 3 innings, did not get the last 2 outs of the second inning, was at 50-plus pitches, so pretty much double of what Sale is. And then the other guy, Funderburk, came in, threw still about 15 pitches. This is Garlick now, hits lefties well. First time up, he grounded out on the first pitch, now takes a strike, 0-1. Chris Sale already back on the third base side of the rubber. The lefty to the righty Garlick. Garlick takes inside. 78-mile-an-hour slider, 1-1. Garlick had 9 home runs last year. 6 of them came off lefties. He's good against lefties. And now it is a pitch clock violation on Farmer. 1-2 is the count. And Garlick takes outside 2-2. There are 6 people in here, guys. Thanks for so much watching. I hope you guys are enjoying the Twins game, as well as if you are new, hit that subscribe button, but also leave a comment. I'd love to talk to you guys about the Twins or about this game. Garlick swings and misses at a fastball, 95 from Chris Sale, and that ends the third. Still 3-0. Red Sox here on the Clemhawks Radio Network. Just kidding. I don't know if I can legally say that. Twins Clemhawks Radio Network. So here's a good defender who can play multiple positions. Encarnacio Strand is a little bit below average, but his ability for hits makes up for it some. Where would the Twins have put Strand? Where would they have put him? I gotta look this up. I'll do probably one more inning. A lot of people are in here now. We're talking. This is good. Encarnacion. I don't know how to spell that. Strand. That's really bad. Look at that. Strand has already hit 4 home runs in the spring training games for the Reds. That's nuts. He's a good hitter. He is a good hitter. He was the 4th round pick out of Oklahoma State in 2021. Last year hit 304 with 32 home runs, 114 RBIs, and had 8 stolen bases in the minor leagues. He is good. He's a non-roster invite, too. Wow. Plays third base. I mean, who do the Reds have at third base? I don't even know. But would you put him in the outfield? First or DH? I guess you'd probably teach somebody to play first base probably more than the outfield. Especially if he's probably not the fastest guy in the world. All right, we'll do another inning here. That was a pretty quick third inning, so we'll do another inning here at least. Thanks for watching, everyone. An hour into the stream. And then again tonight, I will be doing the United States versus Great Britain World Baseball Classic game. I should have a partner with that one. That should be fun. And then I will be doing a game review after this game, of course, like I usually do. New Twins pitcher. Dennis Santana delivers the first pitch to Greg Allen. He swings at it and lifts it out to Max Kepler in right field. That was up there for a minute. And Santana gets out number one. Allen was almost at second base by the time that ball came down. And now we get to listen to Gladden. Dennis Santana here in the fourth inning. Pitched last night, and he actually did well. He actually did well in one inning, had a clean inning. I think struck out one. You'll have to go back and listen to the game review from last night. But did well. Actually did well. And that was his first good start or good outing for the Twins. This is Casas. 1 for 2 on the day. Santana's first pitch to him was a strike. And now he's 0-1. Casas swings. Lifts one out to shallow center field. Going out the shortstop Farmer. And he makes the catch in front of Taylor for out number 2. 3 pitches, 2 outs for Dennis Santana here in the fourth. That's really good stuff right there. Like, I want Dennis Santana to do well. Like, I wasn't a huge fan of going out and getting him. It was just funny. Like, during this stretch of time when the Twins, I was making these videos, it was right after the Pablo Lopez trade. I'll wait for this at bat. As Duvall takes a slider outside for ball number 1. Duvall also 1 for 2 on the day. Had a little infield bloop that got him on base, and then he struck out in the first. 1-0 the count to Duvall. And that's low, ball 2. But, what was I saying? Shoot. Yeah, after the Lopez trade for Luis Ariz, it was very clear that they were still lacking in first base. They were still lacking in left-handed pitching. 2-0 pitch to Duvall. That's an off-speed pitch. 81 miles an hour in there for a strike. And the count is 2-1. But very clearly that they needed help other places, and then they went out and got Solano. They went out and got Dennis Santana. It's just like, what are you doing? You're getting the wrong help. But I hope it works out. 2-1 pitch is over for a strike, and it is 2-2 on Duvall. Again, 3-0. Red Sox here, top of the third, nobody on, and 2 outs. Santana will work with a little bit of a rocking and then delivers. Fouls straight back. 95 from Santana. 2-2. I don't really know where Santana's going to fit in necessarily as a reliever for the Twins. Of course, he will be a reliever. But, like, you've got Jorge Lopez coming out of the bullpen. You've got Duran. Those guys are going to be your setup and closers. 2-2 to Duvall. Swing and a miss. Kind of checked it, couldn't hold back, and Santana has another clean inning. That's really good to see. 2 days in a row, and the Twins have a very, very quick top of the fourth. Still 3-0 Boston here on the Clemhawks Twins Network. YouTube network. That's what I should call it. We'll do this half inning with the Twins, and then I will probably call it a day. That was a really quick half inning, though. Probably see a lot more of that with the pitch clock this year. That was less than 5 minutes. That was about a 4-minute half inning. And we'll come back again tonight for the game review and then the United States game. That'll be fun. You can't even tell I got an earpiece in. That's kind of cool. When I'm looking straight at the camera. Because it's shadowed over here. Anything else that I could talk about for the Twins coming up? don't think anything is super pressing. I have some videos that I think I'll do maybe tomorrow. If you are still here, so there's only one person here, which I think is me because I'm watching the stream on my phone just to make sure that I can see the chat. If you are here, though, please, consider hit that subscribe button if you like the Twins, if you like baseball, if you want more of this, but also hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all the content that I post throughout the week. And leave a comment if you are enjoying the stream so we can talk more about baseball through this last half inning. It's a long commercial break. Usually they're not this long. Four people in here now. So yeah, if you just heard that spiel, again, leave a like and subscribe. Also comment. First pitch to Miranda now as Kenley Jansen comes in for the Red Sox. The broadcast is not getting back in time, but that's a ball inside to Jose Miranda. And Kenley Jansen, I feel like, is going to be a guy who struggles with the pitch clock, but maybe not. As Miranda swings, lifts one out to deep left field. This one's got a chance at the warning track in the corner, and it's caught. I think that's Greg Allen. The wind is, as Gladden just noted, is going from left field to right field, so that was probably knocked down a little bit. Miranda is one of those guys. That was probably 5 or so feet from going out. Miranda is one of those guys who just has some serious raw power. Very similar, I would say, to Encarnacion Strand that we were just talking about. Here's Solano, steps in, takes a strike, a little bit high, but called a strike. And the count's 0-1. Jansen, he does not work very quickly. But the count is 0-1. And he delivers off speed. Up at 80 miles an hour at the letters, and Solano probably knew he missed that one. The count's 0-2. Jansen used to be the closer for the Dodgers, used to be so good. I think he was on the Braves for a year or two. Now with the Red Sox, his 0-2 to Solano. Oh, that was an ugly swing and not a good at-bat. Solano's down on 3 pitches. Hey, but that's what happens, right? You get down in the count on a tough fastball at the letters. Then he throws you a high off-speed pitch that you miss. So now you're like, shoot, I missed the first one, or it shouldn't have been called a strike. Then you miss the second pitch, and then you get a high fastball, you swing right through it. 93 and 80 miles an hour, big difference. And there's another breaking ball, 81 miles an hour to Kyle Farmer. 2 down, bases empty, 3-0 lead Boston. Kyle Farmer is 0 for 1. And oh my, he takes one at the face. Just gets out of the way. And the count's 2-0, sorry. Woo! That went right, if he was swinging, that went like right here. Between the face and the letters. Do you have to take a timeout for that? Yeah, see, he got some extra time there. Good, he should. I hope that didn't cost him a timeout. It counts 1-0, sorry, for Farmer. And now a big swing and a miss. 1-1. Jansen does have to work quicker, and he looks like he's doing fine. He obviously has been practicing this. 1-1, another swing and a miss for Farmer. Oh, so was it a pitch? Hold on, I'm gonna need to calm down on that one. Was that a pitch clock violation, or was the umpire just off, or the clock just off? The count was 1-2, or 1-1. Sorry, the count was 1-1. I don't know. I'm just gonna put it past it and say I hope that was just an error on the scorekeeper. But the Twins go down 1-2-3 in the 4th. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's gonna be all for me today in this stream. I had a lot of fun. I'm glad some of you guys came in here and were able to talk to me a little bit about the Twins and a little bit about baseball. Again, I'll be out here again at the end of this game to do a game review, and then I will be here tonight with Team USA versus Great Britain. Thanks so much for watching some baseball with me for the last hour. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Again, make sure to leave a like on the stream and subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you later.